the role of coach. I knew that Westfield sports were strong, particularly at the high school level. I attributed that to the athletes, held together by coaches just doing their jobs. To be sure, Westfield has some very talented athletes, and they represent the town well in counties, states, and from time to time in various other venues around the country. But it took time for me to understand the importance of the relationship of the coach to the team, and more specifically, the impact that a coach can have on each player on the team. A good coach can often become a role model to a player, not just helping to make them a better player on the field, but helping them to become a better person off the field. Coaches can help our students achieve their dreams, get into college, and so much more. The actions and words of a coach matter, and they matter a lot. I didn't plan on saying anything this evening. We are not supposed to divulge what is said in executive session. So what would be the point of saying anything at all? However, a friend of mine reminded me yesterday how wrong that approach would have been. Because while the board knew that its action with respect to Coach Marino would be important to some, what we did not take into consideration was that somehow, like a shockwave, it could send a message to every employee in the district that, hey, you better watch out because the Board of Ed just added an arbitrary component into the mix. Nothing, and I mean nothing, could be further from the truth. I used to work in an environment where, as part of the culture, we had what was referred to as financial flexibility. That basically meant that every year, about 5 to 10% of the workforce was let go in order to save money or reallocate dollars. Firing decisions had nothing to do with merit, contributions, years of service, or anything else. When your time was up, it was up. It was arbitrary. And it was a horrible work environment to be in. If somehow our action created that perception among district employees that there would be some arbitrary component added to the review process, that was unintended. That doesn't mean the conclusion we reached here was wrong. It simply means that there were unintended consequences that we need to be more mindful of in the future. And if that is the case, then I apologize, because again, no one should have any concern that there is now somehow an arbitrary aspect baked into the review process.